Hi, this is Chris. Today I'm going to be working in my little pumpkin pie journal, my Harvest Halloween Autumn journal. I'm going to be finishing up the pages here. I'm going to be covering the inside of the cover, making that nice and neat. So I want to find some papers, and I've been trying to stay organized, and I have this system where I purchased these boxes from Amazon. This one is fall, and so I sort them. I'll put a picture up here of the boxes. I put them in just a plastic bin that I got at Walmart, and then I put these boxes in there, and I try to keep things sorted, and it helps a lot when I'm looking for something, but I tend not to always get things back where they belong. But this is pretty full, so I'm sure we'll find everything we need in here. So I want something strong here because I want to make it into a pocket so that whatever I slip in there will show through. And then I just need a piece for this, and I might just glue it right over this edge and right over this edge. We'll see. I'm not a fairly organized or neat person, but I want to be, and I try to be, and this helps me feel like I am to some point. Okay, so I like the sunflowers. You do have a score on them, but I don't think that's going to make any difference. I think I like this sunflower. So I'm going to cut it as tall with just a fraction shorter. And then I think I'll cut it right to here, and I'll put a score line right there. Okay, so find my cutter and we'll cut this. I really need to find my bone folder. Oh, here it is. It was on my desk. Not my art table where it belongs, but on my desk. I believe these were current folding notes. You would write a letter and then fold this up and fold that down and put your address and your stamp on there. They may have been my mother's because she liked to write a lot to her friends and family. Okay, so this will go here. Make sure that it's going to not impinge. That looks good. I think I'll fold I'll glue this part first. Oh, I'm going to put a notch on here because I want this to be a pocket, so I want to put a little notch so that we know it's a pocket. So I need my circle punch. Okay, this is a 2-inch punch, and for this kind of thing I like a nice wide punch, but I want to be able to see where I'm going to punch it. so I can see that it's in the middle, and punch it. Okay, and I think I want to put some brown ink on it. So this is a vintage photo. And I'm just going to get the white off the edges. Okay, do this one. I could make a pocket out of this one too. No reason why not. That will go on there, but now I have this showing, so now I want to put another piece on here. So let's keep building this up, doing whatever we want to do. This might work. Okay, this is one of my eco prints, the eucalyptus, that I used for one of the pages. And I want this to go down real smooth, so I'm going to use Oohoo glue. What's this? And I want the edges to stick down really well, because if I put something in there, I don't want it to catch on the edges of that paper. So I'll do the edges. Especially on this top part. So this is art glitter glue. And this is a small dispenser. They used to sell art glitter glue with these, a couple of these small dispensers, but I haven't seen them lately. But I have a link for some other small dispensers that might work if you prefer a small dispenser. All right, now I want to do the edges of the book itself. Okay, now I'm going to put the glue on this one first and get that lined up. Edge of glue along here. I like to push it in a little bit in case I want to put something thick in there, but I probably won't. Okay, that's our back page. Now our front page. So just like the back page, I'll put a nice bit of glue on here. Make sure it sticks down. I'm not actually gluing on the fold. I don't want it to cause any kind of binding. Just make sure it wants to fold. And then we'll go around the edge. I was going to cover that up first, wasn't I? But I don't want to cover up the window. So I think I'll just cut a piece of this Alright, now to reapply my glue because it dries so fast. Okay, I have to go change my sprinkler. The timer for my sprinkler. Let that dry. Okay, now this little guy I want for the cover. He's so cute. So, I think give him plenty of room. Cut him like that. Okay, it's a little snug, so I just trim a little more off. I want it to be easy to work with. Okay. Alright. Now, where do I want to cut him so that he shows up? He's got this caterpillar that he's looking at right here, so I think I'm going to start first on the score mark that's already on there. See how I like that. Okay, that's cute. His little feet don't show. I would like to use his tail like a tab. Okay. That's cute. Okay, I'm going to use his tail as a tab. So I'm going to come in about here. And I'm just going to cut that right there. Smaller scissors. Like that. I think I'll round these corners just to make it easier to slide in and out. And then matching corner there. I don't think I can do much here. I could do this by hand. Just a little bit. Okay. Isn't that cute? I think it's cute. All right. So, I'm going to leave this just the way it is. I'm going to cover the back. So, I'd like to find something to cover the back with. I have this sunflower. Is it big enough? It is big enough. Okay. Which way does it go? It goes this way, I think. All right, so I'll cut that. Around the corners. I have a bigger corner rounder than this, but I don't know where it went. I tend to craft all over the house. Do you do that? Do you craft all over the house? I guess it depends on who you're living with. I'm living with a cat, so I craft all over the house. Okay, I'm not going to make a pocket out of this. I'm going to put some Oohoo glue in the middle, or glitter glue around the edges. I could put this over there, over the net weight. Just because I don't want to look at the net weight. I've got this one I could put here, but that's not very pretty. Let's try. I wish these would punch so you could see them. So you could see what you're doing. Oh, that one doesn't. I think this color is better for the fall, for autumn. Okay, I'm going to clean up my desk and be right back. Alright, it's a chunky little monkey, a chunky squirrel. I would like to put a closure on here, and we already have this nice little slot. So, let's see. That might work. And it needs to be slightly narrower, so I'll cut it there. I don't know, do I want this half, or do I want, oh, this half has a tear in it. I think I want the edge of the leaf. So I think I'll cut it on right there. It's about 1 inch exactly. And I'll corner around it. And I'll put some ink on it. So this can go in here, like that. It can actually go in here, like that. Let's see, I want mostly green, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to score it here, bend there, and I'll bend there, and I'll bend there. So these are just nothing precise here. Alright, I think I'll even put a little bit on those folds. What I want is for it to be able to expand. So I'm going to take some of this off. Just eyeballing it. Don't worry, I have done this before. Alright, so Go ahead and glue that on. Put this in here so I get it glued in the right place. So I'm just going to leave room for the book to expand. I will have to take this in and out every time if I want it to hide that book thing, but there we go. See? So, shall we do a page? What shall we do inside? This out, and just to keep it out of the way, we can stick it back here. So I want to do, I think I'm going to start in the middle. I think I'm going to start here. I'm going to put my book weight on here, minus cat hair. I'm going to put my book weight on here. And I'm going to get out my folder of fall decoration. Let's do a little fall collage. Now, as I said, I don't really do Halloween, but I don't mind Halloween artwork. So if I have any Halloween artwork, maybe I'll put that in there. Old illustrations. Been a while since I looked at this. Here's some Halloween. Jack-o'-lantern. The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. This was part of a kit that I bought of fall items. That's from playing cards. Jack-o'-lantern. Music. These are a little bit too thick. I don't think I want to put those on there, but we'll see. I'll leave that out in case I want to put them back if I don't use them. Let's see if there's anything else in here. Oh, fall. Well, there's a lot of pretty stuff in here. This is a very thin piece of paper, so I can put another piece of paper on it to make it stronger. These are pieces of wallpaper. I know you can't really see what I'm looking at, but here's another playing card. Here's some from a bird book. Look like fall. There's some more small things. Playing cards. Well, I can't pronounce it. It's French. It's about chocolate. Hot chocolate, probably. Isn't that pretty? Can I use that for something? Oh, this is cute. That's Halloween-y. This looks like a note card. Fall leaves, turkey. Some dictionary pages. A rake. There's a nice vintage Halloween-y thing. Another squirrel. Little boy. Here's some more things. I ordered 2 kits a couple of years ago, 2 fall kits. And let's make a little Halloween-y collage. This is from a children's book, so it's explaining what a jack-o'-lantern is. You don't need this bottom part. Now, I don't mind that he sticks out a little bit over the edge of the paper. And let's see. The word Halloween on here. And we already already have jack-o'-lantern, so I don't need that. It's a nice piece of brown paper, brown-edged paper. These leaves would help make the paper stiffer. This is a sticker, so I like the sticker. How about we just go ahead and put the sticker on first. And if in the future he doesn't stick anymore, then I can add some glue, but I think he'll stick okay. And then I think I'll outline this one so it stands out against this paper that's pretty much the same shade of paper. And on the back. So let's see, let's put this here. It's a little torn, so I think I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the torn part. Alright, now this hangs over the edge. So I'll start here with my glue. Now, I'm not too sure about this. This is too thick. All right, how about squirrel's too big. I could put another jack-o'-lantern because that would give me 3 elements of jack-o'-lanterns. So let's just see what happens here. I'm going to kiss cut the jack-o'-lantern, which means to leave a little bit of an edge of paper around it. And fussy cut means to cut all the way up to the edge. I don't want to cover up the cats. And right there. I was looking for my tweezers. Don't see my regular tweezers, but I'll use these. Tweezers are handy for placing small pieces. And then if you lay it down, I didn't need to glue that part there. Okay, so Halloween. All right, what else can we do? Okay, so that there is my little autumn Halloween journal. Pumpkin pie. Might have to get some more pumpkin pie before Halloween gets here. And Thanksgiving. Okay, so we did this little journaling card right here on the front. We did this Hello Fall with a journaling card in the first page. And then way back here in the middle, we did two little collages. So we did the fall collage and the jack-o'-lantern collage. Thanks for watching, and have a great day crafting. Bye-bye.